Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin, or Long Hauler, bringing you a game of demo on Berlin Wall. So this is going to be kind of a longer video. I think it's about 13 and a half minutes. For that, I apologize. Hopefully you'll stick it out with me. There's a couple things I want to talk about. The first thing is I'm actually going to talk about this first round a little bit. I was pretty proud of myself for this round. The final score isn't amazing. I think it's like 48 and 15, but I felt like that I was the major defender, so to speak, of this A bomb site, or once it's planted, the major defender of this A bomb site. And then you'll see later on, basically, my team just gives up trying to plant B, and I go ahead and do everything I can to get it planted and defend it at the same time. So I'm using Flak Jacket, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Tactical Mask Pro, and this is the first Prestige that I've actually gone for Tactical Mask Pro, and I've got to say it is probably the best third slot perk, especially for objective games like Demo and Dom, or anything that you're usually spam with concussion or flash grenades. One thing that I thought that I did well, such as you'll see in a little bit later here, is I really did well prioritizing my targets, making sure to take down the person who was facing me, but then not spend too much attention on them, and defend the bomb site at the same time. So you'll see that right here. I see that there's a guy planting, and I put the one guy down in the final stand, and then he kills himself basically. Kill streaks I'm running are Napalm Strike, Bomber, and the Chopper Gunner. I find these to be pretty useful in demo when you're playing by yourself. If I'm playing with a team, I usually won't run the Chopper Gunner. Usually the teammates that I play with are a lot better than me, and they have a better chance of running the Chopper Gunner, and I don't want to do anything that will get in the way of them achieving the high kill streak, so I'll run some of the lower ones like the counter UAV and the Spy Plane and maybe the Blackbird. So after the end of this round, I want to talk about some March Madness stuff. I have something that I want to do with you guys for March Madness. It's not a giveaway. It's not please like and favorite my video type thing. But it's something I would like to kind of do to interact with my viewers. So I want to put together kind of a March Madness group. And if some of you don't know what that is, it is the American College Basketball, I guess, championship tournament, where they have, this year it's 68 teams. And basically what we do is you pick the winner of each game. And as each round progresses, you get more and more points for picking the correct winner. And if we could get a group of, a lot of people and kind of stay competitive with it, I think it could be fun. I don't mind putting up a prize for the winner. I don't want it to be misconstrued as me trying to view whore or sub whore. So I'm not going to tell you what the prize is going to be. It is going to be something that every person would enjoy, so it's not going to be a set prize basically. I'll contact you and we can work something out, but again, I don't want this to be misconstrued as me trying to sub or view whore. You don't have to like or favorite anything. If you want to be involved, just send me a direct message with an email address that I could send basically the group invite. ESPN.com will house this tournament bracket, so to speak. You'll see right here that I kind of just sit down. I was thinking about calling in my Chopper Gunner, and then what happened was one of my sons just started screaming, so I had to take off my headset and put my controller down real quick and run and try to calm him down. Usually at this point, if I'm playing a game and one of my sons starts screaming, then I will just kind of quit and then start over again once I settle him down. But I wanted to continue this gameplay. I thought it was pretty good, so I just kind of wasted a life there. And then I do a couple stupid things here, but I'm trying to push the issue and plant B. So back to the March Madness thing. Like I said, if you want to be involved, just send me a direct message. There's no cost to enter. There's no, like I said, you don't have to like a video. You don't have to favorite a video. Just send me a direct message with YouTube. Send me a direct message with an email address, and I will send you the invite, and I guess we can go from there. If you have any questions, feel free to email me again. And right here, I thought the napalm was ours, so another dumb mistake. But yeah, so that's all I really have to say about the March Madness thing. You'll see I'll end up running over here and planting B, and then basically defending it with my chopper gunner that I have saved up. So I kind of touched on the fact that I was not trying to make this March Madness thing a YouTube like favorite view whore, sub whore kind of thing, but I wanted to talk about that a little bit. There's a lot of back and forth in the community right now with all of these giveaways, and in order to enter the giveaway you have to like and favorite the video, and some of the videos are, I don't know, being miscategorized. But I wanted to break that down and talk about it in a couple different topics. The other big thing was people using Japan earthquake, tsunami tags in their videos that had nothing to do with the natural disaster. It was just basically to take advantage of an absolute tragedy in order to gain views. So first and foremost, that is absolutely deplorable. I don't think that anyone should ever use human tragedy to try to gain views in their gaming videos or anything that's not related to the actual incident itself. It's terrible to see some of the people that used videos that were already posted and just went in and changed the tags. I thought that was absolutely sickening. But there was a lot of concern and dismay, I guess, in the community about one particular video that was from a commentator, and I'm not going to name drop, people can figure it out for themselves. It was from a commentator who actually made basically a vlog talking about the incident himself, or itself, and using the same tags, and excuse me, I don't have too much of an issue with that at all. I mean, it was a vlog. It might have been categorized as nonprofit and activism. He did ask for the video to be liked or favorited to, I guess, spread exposure, or to gain exposure to the issue to a lot of the younger kids in the community that don't watch the news on a regular basis. And personally, I just don't have that big of an issue with it. I know that there was ad revenue run over the video itself, and a lot of the people's issues with it were the fact that it was ads that were run over a non-profit categorized video. And I don't think that just because a video is categorized as non-profit means that you can't run ads and therefore gain revenue from it. This particular commentator said that he planned on donating all of the revenue associated with that video to the cause to help Japan. And I think you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. No one really in this community knows each other personally. I know that a lot of people just got together at PAX East and met each other for the first time. And I know that this particular commentator has miscategorized videos in the past on purpose in order to gain exposure. But it's one of those things that you have to look at it from the point of view where if you don't gain anything either way, whether you believe him or not. But if you do believe him, there's the slightest chance that something positive might come out of it. I mean, if you don't believe the commentator, the worst thing that can happen would be no change at all, right? So if you give him the benefit of the doubt, and even if he doesn't donate 100% of what he says he's going to donate to the cause, it's still more than what he normally would have donated, if that makes any sense. You know, without getting into an ethical discussion about whether or not his tactics were right or wrong, it's just part of what the YouTube community is and what the YouTube guidelines allow you to do. So it's not technically illegal. It's not against the rules, so to speak, but I guess you can decide the ethics conversation for yourself. As far as the giveaways go, where you have to like and favorite a video to be entered in the contest, I don't have an issue with this either. I know that a lot of people are upset because it, you know, pushes the people out that actually quote unquote deserve it, that put a lot of time and effort into the videos, and you know, top favorited video is kind of a coveted spot on the YouTube homepage. But the way you have to look at it, I think, is that not everybody uses their YouTube channel the same way. There's thousands of ways to use your YouTube channel, whether it's to be an outlet for discussion, whether it to be just a place to kind of journal your thoughts, or whether it to be your main source of income. For some of these guys, it's their main source of income, and they run it like a business. And a lot of people say it's basically paying for views and favorites, and I agree, it is. But you got to understand that in the real world, companies spend millions and millions and millions of dollars buying advertising. You know, look at I think this past Super Bowl, it was upwards of $2 million per 30-second ad space during the Super Bowl for these companies, and you know, they spend millions and millions and millions of dollars, and basically asking for a like and a favorite and spending money on these giveaway prizes is the exact same thing. You know, a lot of people have issues with it because that's not exactly how they run their channel, or it's not exactly quote unquote fair. But life and business isn't about being fair. It's about making money, and it's about gaining exposure and entering into these niche markets any way that you possibly can. And you know, we can sit there and we can attack the people that are doing it, but the fact of the matter is that it's a YouTube issue, and if we, you know, take down one person, so to speak, then someone else is just going to turn around and do it right away. So until this becomes, or until YouTube fixes this issue and figures out a way to keep videos from being miscategorized, and figures out a way to have actual genuine likes and favorites, then we can't really say anything about these commentators that are doing it. But again, we're about running out of time. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on the whole thing. I know that I spoke up a little bit this past week and kind of got into long conversations with some of the other commentators, but love to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know if you're interested in March Madness. Final score is 48-15 with that clutch plant, I like to say. I think we're done here.